Hello and welcome back to another episode of Joel's Moment of Truth. In this episode, I'll be discussing joy. Some people may think happiness and joy are the same thing. However, I think they are different. Happiness is a feeling, but joy is so much more. Joy is something that you can choose. And it's also one of the fruits of the Spirit, and you can be filled with it. Joy is something that we should be filled with. To rejoice is to show or feel joy. Here's Psalm 84. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord of heaven's army. I long, yes, I faint for longing to enter the courts of the Lord. My whole being, body and soul, I will shout joyfully to the living God. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow builds her nest and raises her young at a place near your altar. O Lord of heaven's armies, my King and my God, what joy for those who can live in your house, always singing your praises. What joy for those whose strength comes from the Lord, who have set their minds on the pilgrimage to Jerusalem. When they walk through the valley of the weeping, it will become a place of refreshing springs. The autumn rains will clothe it with blessings, and they will continue to go stronger, and each of them will appear before God in Jerusalem. O Lord of heaven's army, hear my prayer. Listen, O God of Jacob. O God, look with favor upon the King our chief. Show favor to the one you have anointed. A single day in your courts is better than 1,000 in your house. I would rather be a gatekeeper in the house of my God than live the good life in the homes of the wicked. The Lord is our sun and our shield, and gives us grace and glory. The Lord will withhold no good things for those who do what is right. O Lord of heaven's armies, what joy for those who trust in you. In this psalm, the psalmist discusses how joy comes from the Lord and how they are filled with joy. Philippians 4:4-7 says, always be full of joy in the Lord. I say it again, rejoice. Let everyone see that you are considerate in all you do. Remember, the Lord is coming. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for what He's done. Then you will experience God's peace that exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and your minds as you live in Jesus Christ. Paul here is telling the believers in Philippi to rejoice. This also applies to me and you. We too should be filled with joy because of what Jesus has done for us. Since Philippians is considered the most joyous book in the Bible, here's another passage from Philippians 2, verses 16 and 17. Hold firmly to the word of life. Then on the day of Christ's return, I will be proud that I did not run the race in vain, that my work was not useless. But I will rejoice even if I lose my life, pouring it out like a liquid offering to God. Just like your faithful services are an offering to God. And I want all of you to share that joy. Yes, you should rejoice, and I will share your joy. Here Paul talks about how he will be filled with joy even if he's killed while serving God. He wants all believers to also share in this joy. Joy no matter what. Joy never ends because of what Christ has done. The Proverbs also discuss joy. Throughout Proverbs, Solomon compares the life of a fool with someone who's righteous. It discusses how righteous people are filled with joy and the wicked are not. Also how a righteous person brings joy to their parents, a fool does not to call anyone a fool, but he does mention children bringing joy or not bringing joy to parents a few times in the Proverbs. Here's one of the instances found in Proverbs 23:13 through 22. Don't fail to discipline your children. The rod of punishment won't kill them. Physical discipline may well save them from death. My child, if your heart is wise, my own heart will rejoice. Everything in me will celebrate when you speak what is right. Don't envy sinners, but always continue to fear the Lord. You will be rewarded for this. Your hope will not be disappointed, my child. Listen and be wise. Keep your heart on the right course. Don't carouse with drunkards or feast with gluttons, for they are on their way to poverty. Too much sleep clothes them in rags. Listen to your father who gave you life. Don't despise your mother when she is old. Get the truth and never sell it. Also get wisdom, discipline, and good judgment. The father of godly children has cause for joy. What a pleasure to have children who are wise. So give your father and mother joy. May she be glad she gave birth to. Solomon is a little bit blunt, but what he says is true. Just remember that joy comes from the Lord. This has been Joel's Moment of Truth. See you next time for another moment of truth.